Alright, how we doing, folks? Boom! Marco's in 205 numbers after the name. Game's beaten, man. Dark Souls 2, the Iron King DLC over here. This is the final boss that I ended up fighting in the DLC, so I kind of just put it up there. I believe, honestly, you can do them in whatever order you really want to do them. Now that I think about it, I don't really know if there necessarily is an order to them. I guess this guy would be kind of logically your last guy, maybe. Depending, how do you have to go down the bottom? It's the memory. So I guess this is the last guy, right? I believe you got to beat the memory in order to get to him. Anyway, game number 31 in the year. By the way, I didn't rate the previous DLC, so my apologies. This video is actually coming out on the same day, so if you're watching one, odds are you're watching the other. I'm going to end up giving the other DLC a 9 out of 10, man. I really liked it, and I think I'm going to end up giving this one an 8.5 out of 10. And there's only one reason why I'm bumping it down, man, and we'll get to it in a second. The area is dope. Once again, another one of those where you kind of, in this case, you kind of seem like to be working your way down this tower and whatnot. I loved how, like, initially when you go into the area, you have to climb or you have to, like, walk on this huge chain link thing. And I'm like, what? Like, you feel so small in this area. Graphically, it's great. It plays smooth. The enemies were difficult, but I didn't think impossible. Size really played a factor in this area. I felt like I was literally a very small person in a huge castle, as it should be. You know, these are all, I think this is like the Iron Giants or Iron Kings, whatever, and everybody here ain't playing no games. The first boss, well, my first boss in the area was the Blue Smelter Demon. I'm going to put a caveat on that. When you go all the way down below, you actually fight the king. These are, I think, the memories of the king. Once again, lore is my forte over here. I imagine this guy has something to do with the king. Don't really 100% remember. But the king fight was pretty good. It's important. It's important that you knock off like the 4 things that are kind of like give them health previous to go into the fight. And the fight eventually I'll post it up as a freestyle fire as I work my way through the game. But it was fair, relatively difficult, but not impossible. This guy as well. Pretty straightforward. You know, his main difficulty for me was that I didn't really have too much of an opportunity to heal. Sometimes I felt like he was just on my ass and he was on my ass. I tried kind of a nimbler build. You'll notice that I took off a Havel set, which I've been having recently in my boss fights. You know, in at least in these videos where I'm a little bit further along in the game. And I mainly just wanted agility. I wanted to get that dodge over there. I've been upgrading my agility points. Not agility, I think it's called adaptability or something. But I've been updating the ones that help you out with the roll and whatnot. And then I kind of just put the big weapon over here. And I said, hey, man, dodge, dodge, dodge. Hit when you get an opportunity. And patience. You'll notice a lot of these boss fights take me a long time. I'm not going in here just murdering these dudes. Which I felt like kind of the ends of Dark Souls 1 was what I was doing. I kind of just went in there and I was annihilating dudes. In this game, I never really felt at least that extremely powered. Maybe a little bit towards the end of the game, but in the DLC, nah, man. This DLC is hard. And to cap it off, the Blue Smelter Demon. So, when I played through the game initially, I fought the Smelter Demon. I spent like a day there. Couldn't beat him. And I was like, I think I go around, though. And I went around. You know, you don't get the bonfire, but whatever. I went around. And that was that. I was like, all right, you know, I'm at peace with not beating him. Don't really care. I never went back to him. I was like, I don't really give a damn. And then I got through this area, and I mean, the run up to the place is already nuts. Like, I would use sometimes 2 or 3 Estus just getting to the dude. Now, I ended up the game with 8 Estus. I don't know how many there are. I know there's at least like 12. Maybe that's like the cap, but I only found 8. That's kind of what I play with. So I already used some getting there. Sometimes I just die getting there. And then the first time when I got there, I was like, all right, let's see who this guy is. Let's mess him up. And immediately I looked and I was like, oh, no. And he whacked me. I don't know what it is, man. The Smelter Demon is by far my biggest weakness in this game. I can't kill that guy. I went to work the next day. I was completely bummed out. I was defeated. I texted my girl. I was like, I don't know if I can beat this dude. Like, to me, it was a big issue in my life. I've never really been that stumped in a game to the point where I didn't know what to do. I ended up having to respec my character. You could use like the life vessel and go to those chicks at the beginning, those witches at the beginning of the game, and respecking my guy to try to match up a little bit better for him. So I could wield this weapon, for example, because I found out I think it was like dark was like one of his weaknesses or whatever, and I did beat him. And man, did it take so many things to go right. And I also went to go beat his brother right before that. Beat the original Smelter Demon. I aced him because at that point I was overpowered. But the Blue Smelter Demon to me just kills this DLC. Overall, though, it's great.